Racing season is upon us, which means it is time to brush up on your knowledge of betting, as well as how to find an elegant hat to suit you. If you're a novice, when it comes to the bookies, read our guide from Ascot's Director of Racing Nick Smith, who let us in on the secret to choosing your horse, placing your bet and deciding when to call it a day. Decoding some terminology.One of the key things to take heed of is the going on the course. The going refers to the condition of the ground. If the ground is good to firm, then it's on the faster side, while good to soft, which often describes a course after it rains, means it's on the slower side. In British racing, the going varies from heavy, soft, good to soft, good to firm and firm. Most horses have a preference and are significantly more effective on different surfaces, so the going is vital. Sources such as the Racing Post, which is the main trade paper, or sportinglife.com are good points of reference, and you can also look at the race card. You'll rarely hear a seasoned racegoer talk about the odds. They refer to the price of the horse. When you look at betting on a horse, always ask what price it is. This will give you a guide to its form. If a horse is priced at 51, then the form isn't likely to be great. That's not to say it won't win, but its chances aren't favorable. If the price is even money, for example 1-1, then the horse is well fancied, but if it wins you will only double your money. It is also worth paying attention to the trip. The trip is the distance of a race. Horses often perform better over certain distances. For example, while a horse might be top level over 1 mile, they might struggle in a race over 1.25 miles. How do you pick a winning horse? Pay attention to the horses that are clearly in form. To do this, refer to the race card, which has each horse's previous performances listed next to it. A horse's last few placings are indicated by a series of numbers. It sounds obvious, but the lower the number the better the result, and more wins clearly means the horse is in form. As well as numbers showing the horse's most recent finishing positions, look out for the letters C and D. The letter C means the horse has won on the course previously, while the letter D means it has won at that distance. It's worth keeping an eye out on form commentary or previews in the race cards and newspapers, which often highlight when a horse is running on different ground or in races with different conditions. The parade ring is also a great opportunity to examine the horses. A relaxed horse, which isn't sweating, is a good indicator of a horse that is in the right frame of mind to race well. How much research do you need to do beforehand? The great thing about racing is you can do as little or as much as you like. It's really up to the individual themselves. The majority of the racegoers at Royal Ascot come for the pageantry and the atmosphere and are more likely to be found socializing and watching the royal procession than have their heads buried in the Racing Post. However, if you want to get seriously involved in form study, the opportunity is there too. Where's the best place to bet? There are several different ways to bet. Point 1. You can bet on the tote, a pool betting system, which means that all the stake money on a particular type of bet for a specific race gets pooled together and then divided out to the winners, minus the profit margin and costs. 2. You could select your horse with the bookmakers in the ring. This is more of an experience, and you're at the epicenter of the hustle and bustle of the race day. 3. The traditional bookmakers at betting shops or online can also help you. If you're going to bet before you go to Royal Ascot, or any races for that matter, then make sure to take the early price. Look at the online offers, especially for new customers. Bookmakers are always looking to attract new customers to set up accounts, and you can benefit from free bets, money-back second place guarantees and best odds guarantees. Should you do each way? Usually the answer would be no, but only in my opinion. A better way to have a good interest in a race, especially if there are 30 runners or so, is to back 2 or 3 to win only. Betting each way often only returns the stake, so you have to ask yourself if that's what you want. Betting each way is more viable when the price is 21, 25-1 plus. Again, it's personal choice, and, for some people, placing a bet is about the experience rather than the return. Should you keep betting after a loss? It depends. If you're betting for fun and you've lost a couple of pounds over a few races, then that's fine, but you should avoid betting money you don't have. There's a saying in racing, which is never chase your losses. There's always another day, and there are plenty more opportunities for a change of luck. It doesn't have to be the very next race. Logic dictates you should wait for a horse you actually fancy, rather than panic bet, where you have no real view. Betting within your means is key to a fun day at the races. Then it doesn't matter if you just guess, decide to back all the horses wearing your lucky color or one with the same name as your cat. When it comes to higher stakes, betting on horse racing is a scientific and intellectual art form. Engagement is crucial if you really